So yesterday, someone booked in a one-to-one coaching call with me. This was a gentleman who was closing on one of the top, as in biggest fitness offers in the remote space. A lot of closers would know this. It rhymes with bread. Okay, do you know what I'm talking about? Imagine it was V bread. Rhymes with bread. That's the offer. So he was closing on this offer, and what happened was he had paid to be on the offer. He paid. I won't go into the name of the company, but there's a company that essentially says you pay us $5,000. I think that's how much they price it now. You pay us $5K, and we'll put you on this offer as a closer because hey, it's not that hard. We put you on the offer, and when you close X amount of money, I think it's like maybe 50K or 100K in revenue, we buy back the investment from you, and hey, you're on the offer. You keep your commissions. Hey, it's a win, right? Now, what I want to talk about in this video is, and I want to give you guys some advice and insights on how to make it in remote sales, because that's what the channel is about. It's about sales, about the high ticket space. And I think that a lot of you who are on YouTube searching for information on high ticket sales are being scammed, straight up. First thing I'll say is I've made a bunch of money in high ticket sales. I've made multiple six figures because of remote sales, because of high ticket sales. So I owe all the success that I have right now outside of mentorship. And of course, my dad being such a motivator for me and mentors that I invested in terms of the mechanism that allowed me to make the money I have and have the freedom I have to go where I want, go where I please, and live the life I live right now. I owe a lot of that to remote sales. Remote sales saved my life, and I'll be very, very open and transparent about saying that. What I will say though is, in the remote sales space, in this industry, what I've been seeing recently is a lot of people being sold hopes and promises and dreams, and them getting, I would say, one step away from scammed, but not scammed because they're not grown adults who can't make a decision. Because this guy I talked to, and he's a great dude, and he will eventually make it in this space. If he puts in the work, he will make it. But he's not in a great place on this offer right now. The reason he's not in a great place is because he was sold a dream, and remote sales was positioned to him as this easy way to collect cash if you're good at having conversations and good at talking to people. It's, hey, you just hop on Zoom, you have a couple conversations with people, maybe you do 5 a day, and you get paid a percentage for the people that buy, and it sounds easy. But what I want you to understand, and if you have not trained with me before, or if you have not been in the remote sales space, or you are starting to get in, you need to understand that remote sales is not easy. It is not an easy ticket to freedom. It is a ticket to freedom. And there is nothing like remote sales when it comes to making money. It's one of the most efficient ways to make money and change your life. So if you're looking for a way to change your life, to make money and find freedom and build a base to build a future for yourself, remote sales absolutely is that, to be clear. But the way that it's done, the way that you get into it matters. The way that you approach remote sales matters a lot. And what I see is a lot of these companies, and try to stick with me a little bit. Don't zone out. Listen to this. This is going to help you out. It's going to give you some perspective. And if you use this correct, you'll be able to make some money from this space. If you're not already making money, you'll be able to make some. And if you are starting to make some money, this will help you fast track your journey to success. So what I see happening is a lot of these companies, their marketing is very predatory. Predatory meaning, and this is often what marketing has to be sometimes, depending on the kind of company you want to run. And I'll explain how our business works, which is very different than what a lot of other people in the space do. So what happens is people promise online the flash and the dreams. That's what they promise you. They say, hey, you're going to be able to make money relatively easily. You hop on Zoom and you see the ads. Here's how people are making $10,000 a month talking to people for 45 minutes from Zoom, right? And that's the marketing. That's what it sounds. That's what the language is. But what people don't understand, and what many people don't realize, is that taking someone's money from a 45-minute Zoom call is very difficult. It is not easy to do that. It is very difficult to get to someone on a Zoom call. I don't care how good you are at communicating. And anyone who tells you, I'm charismatic, so I was always good at sales, is full of shit. And I'll explain why in a second. I'm coming to some very specific points here. It's not easy to get someone to hand over $10,000, $5,000, $2,000 of their livelihood to you, a stranger, on Zoom. I don't care who tells you it's easy. I don't care what they tell you. It is not easy. It is objectively not an easy thing to do, because if it were easy, everyone would be able to do it and make money with closing. But there's a reason why our company exists and why we train people who are already closers and already in the sales space, because it isn't easy. And by definition, it is not easy, because if it was, everyone would be able to do it and would have success with it, but they're not. Okay, so what happens is, a lot of people come into remote sales because they're promised this dream. And I see a lot of other YouTubers doing this all the time. They have these, they run these massive group programs where they give you a couple lines. Here's some cool witty objection handling stuff, some cool little scripting for your discovery, some very surface level shit, and then we're going to get you on an offer and you haven't earned anything. You do like a 2, 3 month, 4 month program with them. You have lifetime access, wink, wink. You shouldn't have lifetime access, to be honest. It doesn't make sense. If it's really valuable, they wouldn't give you lifetime access. Anyways, I don't want to rant. But so what happens is then you get on the offer, or you get in the program. They teach you a couple things. You do a couple group coaching calls. There's no intensity. There's no like struggle. There's no pain. There's no frustration. There's no, I just can't get it. None of that happens, and then you end up being on an offer maybe as an SDR or a setter, or maybe you get on a closing offer and then you get fired, or you make like maximum $2,000, $3,000 and close at 15%. That's what happens in the industry. That's just the fucking truth, okay? So everyone who's looking at sales, here's what the problem is. If you're looking at remote sales as a business opportunity to make money, and you start off with that mindset, and you hold that mindset, you are in for a rude fucking awakening, because remote sales isn't easy. It's a very difficult thing. It's not an easy way to make money. What I will say, now here's where it gets good, and here's where the potential is. Once you figure out the underlying mechanisms that cause someone to make a buying decision on a call and cause someone to say, yes, I need to invest in this. Yes, I would like to be a part of this. And they make a buying decision. When you figure out that psychology, hey, then it actually becomes really easy. And easy doesn't mean like, you don't have to think about it. I mean, in a way, like for me and the top guys that I train, like it actually is very, very easy now because we've earned it, but it's not going to be that way for a while. But it becomes realistic. Alex Hormozy calls this the valley of despair, where it's very, very difficult to do something. And if you stick through this valley of despair, which is like level 3 in the, I believe it's what he calls the 5 levels of, or maybe it's the 4 levels of success, like the steps to success, the pathway to success. Valley of despair is the hardest part for most people because you can't really like see the success and it's super, super difficult. So what I see again in the sales space is people are making videos. I see all these guys making vlogs, like, and I'm not going to say names, but all these people making videos about how easy sales is and how sales is something everyone should just do. And bro, you should do it. The reason they're making the videos is because they need to close you to get into their program, just straight up. And by the way, I'm saying this as someone who also has a sales training program. Like I make my money through, we have 2 offers. We have a B2B consulting offer, and then I also make money by training closers how to close better, and then training sales professionals how to become very good closers and helping them find roles. So I'm one of these guys too, right? I have an offer. It's not like I say I don't have anything to sell you, and I don't sell on YouTube, but once you're in my school group, I mean, we talk to you about joining our program. I'm quite open about that. So I'm selling something too. But the nature of how we're selling it, and this is what makes what I do different, and why I wanted to share with you guys some insights here that can help you grow. What we do is we don't sell our program as a business opportunity for you to make money easily. We don't say that. In fact, if you ever do a demo call with me, and some of you have, or you do a demo call with Joe or one of the guys on our team, you'll realize that we're not promising you shit. Like we don't. We have certain guarantees in place, yes, and we're like, we will make you money, 100%. There's guys in our program, guys and gals in our program who are making 15K plus per month right now, as we speak. Some of you have seen the reviews, you've seen the case studies. You know, if you're following me on social media, you know I post our wins all the time. But at the same time, I don't bring anyone into our program with the expectation and the understanding of you're getting in this to make money online quickly. That is not what you're doing our program for. And if you think that you're coming in to train with us to make money quickly within 2 months, and I'm going to sell you some dream, that is not the case. Now, here's why, and here's the kind of the meat of this video. I know it took me a long time to get here, so if you're still here, good on you for having the attention span and fucking listening. I didn't expect this to be a video that has like a high watch time because I'm kind of just sharing thoughts based on that call I had yesterday. It really made me sad, to be honest. What's happening is 2 things. If you're going to get into remote sales and you want to make money in remote sales, you have to respect the game of remote sales. Respecting the game, what it means is instead of you approaching this from a perspective of, I'm trying to learn a skill at a basic level and then cash out as quickly as possible and have things handed to me because I paid for someone's little program, because I paid $3K to be in this community from some guy who promised me he'd give me tons of one-on-one time, which again doesn't even make sense. Because again, if it's good and if he's legit at what he does, his one-on-one time shouldn't be that available, to be honest. But I'm going to come in this little community and I'm going to learn some stuff. I'm going to learn some cool lines and do a couple cute little role plays, and then boom, I will make money and have freedom. It does not work that way because remote sales is hard. It's difficult. It's not easy to do. And I want you guys to understand this. I know this because when I got on my first offer, guys, I was closing at 10%. I was closing at literally 10%. 10%. And it was appointment setting biz op. Horrible, horrible close percentage. No commissions was being made, right? And then I got on a second offer. It ended up doing better because I invested in sales training and coaching and learned how to handle objections, learned leadership. And then I took a lot of what I had learned and knew in the dating industry and put that into sales, which helped me get really good very fast, because my strength and my base is communication and leadership training. So I added that into sales, and it was like, oh, now it makes sense. I understand this in remote sales. But remote sales is very different than a lot of other sales industries. It's not like car sales. It's not like commercial real estate, which I know some people I've talked to have been in that. It's not like even door-to-door sales. Similar principles, of course. At a high level, it's all the same. Yes, you're solving a problem for someone. I think we get that idea. But remote sales is very unique because you have a finite amount of time where your goal is to have a natural conversation with someone and achieve an outcome with that person. That's what makes remote sales so challenging, and a lot of people can't do this. So I've seen people, as an example, this is why your charisma is not going to help you. I've seen guys who come into remote sales and they've got all this charisma, right? They're really charismatic, they know how to present themselves well, etc. But then what happens, they get absolutely cooked because being charismatic is not enough to close deals. Right? You being a charismatic person is not the thing that's going to help you make money online. It sounds like it, or in remote sales. It sounds crazy to some people at least, but that's not the thing that's going to make you money. Being charismatic does not help you in sales. A little bit, to an extent, a very little bit. It helps you create trust with people, maybe at a basic level. But at the end of the day, you're not there to be anyone's friend. You're there to take their money and help them make a change too, right? You're not there to scam anyone. You're helping people make change. So being charismatic and being comfortable and being a fun guy doesn't actually help you. So a lot of people are like, oh, I would kill it in remote sales and do well, and they pay to play. Hey, I'm going to pay this company to get on this offer and get placed on this offer, and then they get cooked, and then what's going to happen is they get fired. They get fired, and I know one of our guys who's in our program, he's a killer now. We're actually setting him up on a couple offers, getting him in the game now. He did this first. He paid to be on that let's call them V-bread offer. You know what I'm talking about. If you know the sales industry, you know the company I'm referring to. Was on the offer, got cooked, closed at 10, 15%, or less than that. I think it was 6%, and then got fired. And they were like, we're keeping your money, dude, because, hey, we said you'd be on the offer. Of course, it's a money-making scheme. Like, they literally are imprinting cash by preying on people who think remote sales is easy and think that anyone can do it and think, oh, I'm good at talking, I can just do it. But that's not how the game works. It doesn't work that way. The game, I don't care how good the offer is even. Like, the offer could be good. If you don't know how to close, you will underperform, right? There's guys in our program now who are making 20K. One of our guys, Charlie, is at 20K, and when he came in and trained with me, he was already on the offer, and he was in a position where he was making like 4 or 5K a month, but he was like, now that he's actually trained and gotten better, the dude's closing at 52%. In December, he closed at 52%. That's crazy, in December, right? And made, I think it was 13K in comms. In the previous month, he had made 19K. So the point I want to make, and I know this video is a bit of a rant, but it was just been on my heart, it's been on my mind. I wanted to share some real insights with you guys here, is you have to respect the game of remote sales. And the way you respect the game is training with the right people. It's training with people who take the game seriously and who are not promising you the world. So I'm just letting you guys know because I want y'all to win. And the reason I make these videos is because I want you guys to win. Like, I'll tell you in all transparency, there's 2 reasons I make the videos. Number 1 is because I want to see you have success and win. Because most of you who watch this will never pay me for coaching. That's a fact. Most of you who watch my content are not going to pay me. Like, I know most of you will not end up doing that because either you'll find someone else that resonates with you more and you'll end up doing their program, or you just won't find it in yourself to invest in yourself, or you won't have the cash. And that's fine. You don't need to, but as much value as I can give you here to whoever you are watching this right now, I want you to win and have success. The second reason is marketing, because I'm running a program and we're building a company, and I need people to watch my shit so I can build the company and like feed myself and get paid. That's why I do this, right? That's the other reason. My primary reason is because I want to help as many people as possible make money. And one of the ways that I can help you is letting you know what to look for, because you're going to get on calls with people. You're going to have people reaching out to you. Hey, bro, join my program, join my remote sales program. And all these people who are promising you that it's going to be easy, we're going to get you results like this, it's going to be simple, like guarantee, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. And it's not bullshit because it's not bullshit because like it can't happen. It's not because the end result can't happen, because our people are making money and we have an extremely high success rate in our training, extremely high. And we have the best training program in the market. It's not a question. When it comes to skill set, we have the best skills training in remote sales. That is not a question. However, it is difficult to be at that point. It is hard. It's difficult. Our program is grueling. The way we train our people is hard. We do, I think now it's 7 trainings a week, and they're difficult trainings where it's like you do the same thing over and over and over again. You get frustrated. You feel like giving up. You're tired. You're exhausted. You're writing down the same lines, the same scripting, going over the same objections over and over and over, drilling and drilling and drilling, because out of that is where the freedom comes, right? Out of that is where the success comes. Out of that is where the future that you want to have in your life, the future you want to see show up in your life, that's where that comes from. It's from the difficulty. It's from going through the challenges. It's from dealing with that head on and going into that fully, right? And that's what I want from you. That's what I want for you, I should say. I want you to see that success in your life. I don't make these videos for my health. I don't make these videos just to kind of rant at you, and I'm not even selling you anything here. I'm not telling you, there's no link below that sends book a call on my calendar. We don't have any of that below, none of that. The only link we have below is join our free community, and I give everything away for free. Right, the session I had with that guy that we talked about at the beginning, he booked a free call with me. He booked a paid call with me. He paid me for a consulting session for an hour 15 of my time. And I didn't pitch him anything. I said, hey, bro, all the extra stuff you want that goes along with what we did is all for free inside the school community. Just my time, of course, if you want to chat with me and, dive into your sales stuff, you got to pay me for that. And he's a good dude. He's a really good dude. He's got good energy, and he'll make it in the space. And if you're watching this, man, you know who you are, and you look at some of my stuff. I wish all the best for you, brother. And you will see success. And to everyone here, you will see success, but you just got to find your right lane. Nothing is handed to you easy in this game. Like I'm telling you, the best things in life don't come easy. So if you're looking for an easy way to the top, I have bad news for you. It's not going to happen. There isn't an easy way, especially in remote sales. It requires you to do the work. It requires you to push. It requires you to go through fire, right? And that's what I want for all of our people. That's what I want for you watching this. So respect the game, learn the protocols, as what our training program is called, protocols. Learn the protocols, learn the steps, embed them in your heart, embody them, embrace them, become them, right? And when that happens to you, when that happens and you begin to embrace the game fully, and the process and the steps and the path to mastery, that, my friend, is when you'll see success. So it's time to lock in. It's time, as my friend and coach Malik says, time to lock in. It's time to lock in and dive into the skill set, and time to make the most of the opportunity you've been granted, which is living in a time where there is internet money floating around, where you can print money from the cloud. You're in a time like that, okay? So I'll see you. Best of luck. I want to see you make all the money in the world. Let's keep training. Let's keep getting better. I'll see you on the next video, and we'll go from there. Okay, take care. I'll see you then.